welcome to the age of gladiator. MMA fights. Fight for money and fame. We've seen a lot of weird things happen in MMA fights. Fighters that no one thought would be able to win the UFC belt. But in MMA you can't predict anything. Today we will see fighters who, despite having a lean and weak session, are very dangerous and deadly for their opponents. These fighters knock out their opponents with just one punch. Our first fighter is Sean O'Malley, a fighter with a smart frame. No one can stop him to the win. Take Sean O'Malley knock out most of his opponents with one punch and no one's the UFC belt. Sean O'Malley is more dangerous than he shows in the octagon. A year later, in March 2018, Sean O'Malley faced Sukanthaf. Everyone was upset with Sukanthaf and said he was out of his mind to fight O'Malley. Sukanthaf and O'Malley fought each other anyway. The fight started. Sean O'Malley was destroying the balance of his opponent with continuous low kicks. Sean O'Malley hit Sukanthaf with a dangerous leg kick at maximum speed. O'Malley knocks down his opponent with a beautiful right hook and finally wins the first round. In the second round, Sukanthaf enters the cage with double the power, attacking O'Malley and putting him under pressure.
I like this from Sukanthaf. If you're gonna go out, sit him. If you're going out, go out when you sit him. Don't just walk backwards. Pressure him.
Sukanthaf knocked his opponent down and the fight continues on the floor.
People wondered how O'Malley would deal with a technical striker quite well so far.
Sukanthaf was winning this round until the last moments, but O'Malley choked his opponent with his great skill. The last round, despite Sukanthaf's unique wrestling and the great pressure he brought to O'Malley, caused a lot of damage to O'Malley. In the end, he won the fight with the judges' vote. UFC 248. Sean O'Malley fights against Kenyans, one of MMA based fighters who has speed and greatness in boxing.
Someone like him, we'll see how it plays out. This fight clock is brought to you by Toyo Tires, the official tire.
In the first seconds of the fight, O'Malley knocks his opponent down with a beautiful front kick.
Of the UFC, Quinones is in the gray, Sean O'Malley in green.
Front kick to the body. What's interesting,
Sean continues to fight with short attacks and wears out his opponent with leg kicks.
Last month,
Everybody raves about the power of Sean O'Malley.
Until he knocks Quinones down and ends the fight with a strong high kick and is declared the winner of the fight.
for art.
right.
Oh, tagged him with that right hand, threw him down. High kick.
O'Malley goes high. Now short uppercut, Keko covers up.
That's it.
Sugar shot.
As good as he
Ryan
gets.
and Cullen.
In UFC 260, Sean O'Malley will fight against Brazilian Thomas Almeida, who is a professional and dangerous fighter in the UFC. The fight starts with O'Malley's breathtaking kicks. Early in the fight, O'Malley pressures his opponent with low kicks and jabs and takes a lot of energy from him.
Yes. There you go. And he just got kicked there, right there. He's a hard guy to figure out. Like, look at that.
Oh, I think that
In the continues of the first round, Sean hits Thomas' nose with a dangerous high kick and knocks him down.
it needs to close the distance. Oh! I cannot believe he's still standing.
Oh, and a follow-up left hand. Fight continues. Almeida back up.
To the disbelief, in the second round, Thomas returns to the fight and challenges him with a very professional fight.
Changing. That's why Almeida's very difficult to fight a guy like that, especially when.
During the fight, Sean O'Malley was knocked down by Thomas several times and lost a lot of energy.
Another kick there, yep.
Kicks.
That was
They're really taking a lot out of the leg.
Oh, nice.
Sean O'Malley, hard shot by Thomas Almeida.
In the third round, he knocks out his opponent with a beautiful left and right kick and takes the title once again.
Unofficially 80.
That front kick up the middle.
Oh, that left hand hurt him bad. He's doing it again.
And again, the hesitation. Oh! He gets another highlight.
Sean O'Malley fights again at UFC 264 against Portuguese greenhead Chris Matenho, one of Sean O'Malley's most exciting fights yet. This fight was one of Sean O'Malley's easiest fights. Chris had no chance of winning this fight.
Pretending he's playing basketball.
He's got to be careful when O'Malley lets the right hand go. There it is.
Look at that. Oh, that front kick to the body is money. Then he goes high.
Chris is knocked out by Sean O'Malley with two quick left hooks in the first round and quickly withdraw from the fight. In the end, Sean is declared the winner of this fight by the judges' vote. The next fighter on the list is a tall man from Nigeria and a person who loves Japanese anime and fights like them. Israel Adesanya, an MMA fighter from Nigeria who has knocked out all his opponents and is the owner of the UFC belt and has been fighting for years. He has defended his title. Israel Adesanya's first fight was against Patty Afua, which took place when Israel had not yet entered the UFC. Israel's opponent throws a powerful flying knee towards Israel and hits the ring ropes.
Big knee already from Adesanya off the ropes. Afua just drifted into range. Very crafty, Adesanya.
In this fight, Israel Adesanya had more skill and speed than his opponent.
Adesanya. Afua, he has the shorter limbs. He needs to get inside, although he did graze his chin with that. Left hook, counter right hand there.
Israel confused his opponent with a beautiful right hand kick and knocked out his opponent with a fast high kick. The next fight is between Israel Adesanya with Conor Ndiaye, a fighter who has a great body to fight. All statistics were against Israel and everyone thinks that Israel is the loser of this fight. The fight began, Cole completely sank into his defense and did not allow Israel to attack.
在世界战力格的这个排名呢，一直在前10。他的成绩呢，几乎是全胜的成绩。为什么说几乎是全胜的成绩呢？他曾。
In the continuation of the fight, Cole was trying to hit Israel with a high kick and causes a lot of damage to him, but because of Israel's height.
他的对手蓝方选手卡尔呢，绰号手臂 终结者。
With complete skill, he tried knock out his opponent with a very powerful high kick and proved everyone that there is no one in front of him. Don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel. See you again. See you in the next video. See you again. See you in the next video. See you again. See you in the next video. See you again. See you in the next video.